Dad!
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Dad!
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Dad?
Daddy-o! What's up?
Dad! The number one dad!
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hey Dad. I am Mango here with Joel,
What up?
and Chris is not here again 2 weeks in a row. I don't even know if he wants to do this anymore.
I mean, I don't know if it's not that he wants it's weird he's actually working and we have to tell people that because we've been going how long with making it seem like he doesn't work? So,
I know it is weird.
kinda
He's
weird.
working. He's actually working.
actually working.
So today we got a couple things to talk about. We got quite a few things to talk about, actually. Uh, First thing, funk music, Phonk. You ever hear of it, Joel?
No, what?
Funk
Say it
music.
again? Funk?
Funk music.
Okay. Nope.
All right. Well,
No
we'll
idea
get
what
into
you're
it.
talking about.
You're about to
Okay, sounds
to
great.
learn something new.
I love
And
learning things.
I got a problem with flying right now. I don't know if it's a problem. It's not really a problem yet, but it's a situation I'm having. And
Yeah, I think I'd go with situation of
yeah,
being a dad and
and we'll get
getting
into
ready
that
to
here
do
for a
things.
bit.
Absolutely.
With that being said, it's been a whole week. Joel, what have you been up to?
So much.
Sounds great.
Just all the. No, not really. I mean, we had a little bit of a busy day tonight. We had a family um day thing at Charlie's middle school, which I was at. And then
So she
just kind
spent
of our
all
regular thing. It's
day
actually
at
kind of
middle school, and you went back.
so she never left. It was family fun
miserable.
night. It was family fun night at her school, and so she was at school, and then she stayed to help set up because her uncle is a teacher there, and we know the principal, and Sarah is PTA, so Charlie gets roped into things she doesn't want to do all the
Yeah, that
time.
sounds like a great family fun night. Let me be at school all day, and then I'll just stay here and have my whole family come.
All night, and everybody intruding. Yeah,
Sounds
no.
miserable. I feel sorry
So,
for her.
yeah, we had that. We didn't really have anything busy. Basketball's over, finally. Oh, finally. I like youth sports, and I like that the kids want to do something if they want to do something. But my God, man, youth sports, there's something else. Like, these people are doing it like it's like they're going to play for the NBA finals or something. And then they don't win games, and it's boring and drawn out. Oh, it's rough.
Is
I know.
Wesley is he tall for his age, or?
No, God, no. No, Wesley's, yeah. I mean, my kids have no chance at height. I mean, Charlie's kind of tall, but I think she sprouted early. But, and then Wesley's one of the shortest kids on the team. But Wesley is, and this is not me being the dad that's, my kid can play basketball, my kid can do this, yada, yada, yada. Wesley actually has some skill in basketball. It definitely needs nurtured and moved up. And if he had a good coach and knew what, had a little bit more time to practice, I think he could be a decent little basketball player. But
Oh,
at
nice. So
this
he's little.
age, oh, yeah, he's little. I mean, I think he was probably the third shortest kid on the team.
I mean, they're not the shortest. So that's something.
Yeah, right? So, it's, man, youth sports I guess we could do we've tried to do kind of a podcast on that, but youth sports is hard because the parents want to make it a bigger deal than it actually is. Instead of just kids being at youth sports and having something to do, they, the parents turn it into my kid's going to the NBA. Not
You got to be on a
right.
traveling team and they're 10.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like baseball's the worst. There's 45 select teams down here. Everybody's like, oh, we're on a select team. And then when you go to rec ball, it's all the kids who got pushed into doing it because they don't want to do it because their parents want them to do something. So it's a shit show.
Is it that, or is it like, hey, I want to do this. Okay, we're doing it. Nope, you're not going to quit now. You wanted to do it. You're not going to be a quitter.
No, I mean, yes, I coached rec ball for Wesley for like 3 years, and we ran into a couple kids that didn't want to be there. They totally were there just because their parents made them be there, but it wasn't like they didn't make a huge deal out of it because they were 8, 9, and 10, so they just like, whatever, I'm here for an hour and then we can move on. But yeah, I'm sure there are some instances where you get into these things where the kid doesn't want to be there at all, and the parents are like,
Sure.
"You're gonna be here. You're gonna play." Yeah, parents
I'm
are
not
crazy,
raising no
man.
quitter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
I was 100% a quitter when I was a kid. If I didn't want to do it anymore, I didn't do it.
I remember your track story. You
Yeah,
thought you could
didn't want to
just be
do
a
it. I
shot
quit.
put without running.
Dude, that's so stupid. But why do you have to? I'm doing shot put. Why do I have to run? There's no
I
reason
feel
for
like
me to run.
weightlifting would be more important than running.
You would think so, yeah. That makes sense. That totally makes
Yeah.
sense. Disc thrower?
I don't know.
A disc
Be part of the
thrower.
team, Mango, you freaking selfish jerk.
I was trying to. I was trying to be a part of the team. They said, no, you got to run. I said, no, I'm going to hang out in the bathroom till you find me and yell at me.
How many times did that happen?
So whenever it rained, we would run inside the school in the hallways. And you would have to go up and down the stairs and around the whole
What
around the
was
whole
this,
building
high school?
inside.
Was it high school?
No, this is junior high.
So you ran around the library?
You would run up the stairs, upstairs, all the way around upstairs, run back downstairs, run all the way around downstairs, then back upstairs. We would also do the high schools sometimes. But a lot of times, like, it is always funny, like, even the best guys on track would hop into the bathrooms and chill out for a while. And they would get in the most trouble because they are the star players on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, but the way that they, I get effort in running, but man, they some people, the old weightlifting coach, Mr. It started with an R. Roger? I don't remember. He was a social studies teacher at the junior high. Do you remember who he was?
I had Mr. Evil Sizer.
He was the other one.
Dude.
No, Mr. Evil Sizer was not a real tall dude.
Wasn't? Oh no, he wasn't. No, I had Mr. Evil Sizer.
Yeah, he was super short. Anyway, the social studies teacher I had was also the weightlifting coach for the high school football team, and his goal basically for every person who went into the weight room was make them puke. It didn't matter. It was like, you're gonna throw up. And it's like, why the fuck? Why do I need to throw up? Like, what's that prove? All that proves is either I'm weak as shit and a bunch of weights make me throw up, or you're just overworking me for fun.
Like, I mean, it is. If you're throwing up, you are pushing yourself extremely hard. I mean,
no. But that's the thing is his wasn't you're working hard, you're gonna throw up. His goal was to work you to make you throw up, which is beside the point. Like, if you're gonna work someone so that they do throw up, yes, I get you. But if you're working someone just to make them throw up, that's stupid.
Maybe he had a fetish.
I guess, man. I don't know. He made 3 or 4 guys throw, because in junior high we had, you remember how we had the last class of the day was like homeroom, but we had clubs during that. You could have a club.
Mhm.
Well, all the football players had to take weightlifting. So we all took weightlifting, and we go down there one time, and he made like 3 guys throw up just because he could. Like he worked them, and they're doing a leg workout, and he's like, no, you got to keep going. No, you got to keep going. And it wasn't to make them keep going for anything but to make them throw up.
I like how your club was in football and lifting.
Well, our club was the football team had to do weightlifting.
I did ski club, and the head of ski club,
Mr.
he would
George.
Mr. George, he would just pull us out of class and be like, hey, we got a club meeting. And we'd go down there and he's like, I just figured you guys wanted out of class for a while.
Yeah, Mr. George was cool.
He'd take us out of class like just randomly, like in between, like between third and fourth period, we're gonna have a club meeting. Okay, what do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah,
that's all it was.
He was also the golf club teacher.
Oh,
And
yeah? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know how often you had. We did it we did it 1 year. I don't remember, but we would go out and hit golf balls at the railroad tracks because you know how short that was, and like, but they were like the wiffle balls, and someone found a real golf ball one time, and he was like, "Oh, I'm hitting it." Yada yada yada.
He is a cool teacher.
He was a fun teacher. Yeah.
All he did, it was just typing class. That's all it was.
Yeah. Keyboarding.
Keyboarding. Yeah.
You ever notice
keyboard warriors?
Isn't it funny now about how you start realizing about teachers that you had that were 100 years old, but then now you find out they're only like 60 now, and you're like, wait, what? Weren't you 100 when you were teaching me?
I mean, I think Mr. George was like 60.
Right, but I don't. I mean, I don't know if he's dead or not, but
I think he is. I could be wrong. I feel like
he
is though.
he
Anyways,
had a daughter. He had a daughter. He had a daughter and a son that was only maybe 1 grade above me. His daughter was only a grade above me, I think. So he couldn't have been. He could only been 30 or 40. I know.
I mean,
Shocking.
I don't know. I wasn't gonna say anything. I saw this weird thing today. It said, "I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird being the same age as old people."
Yeah. All right.
It took me a while when I first read it. I was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah, when people are in their 30s, I thought that was old as hell.
Like one day, these kids are going to come around and go, "Oh my God, you're still alive?" Like, motherfucker, I was 35 when we met you.
That is, yeah. I remember, like,
we're that age, buddy.
Do you remember, like, this just pops in my mind because we were all together. We were at it was called Newcomb's in Dayton.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember we were hitting on those chicks, and I was hitting on that one chick, and she was like married, and she was probably maybe I'm just recollecting here because we were like, well, I was 21. I think you were like 40, and we were all out.
You're close.
And it was that group of girls, and I was like hitting on this chick. She was married, and she was, I'm gonna say, early 30s to mid 30s. And I think we were making out and stuff. I just remember being like, yeah, all right, that would be a notch in the belt, doing an older lady.
Yeah.
Like,
at 30.
That doesn't seem old now.
It's not.
It's not crazy.
It's not. It's not even close.
It's
funny the perception of time of how old you think people are or what they seem, and then as you get closer to that age, you realize that they weren't as old as you thought that they were.
Right.
Because like we'll have there was a guy who just passed away who had worked for my dad for forever, Yeah, I knew who, and I thought he was old then, and come to find out, he was only when he died, he was only like 68. And that was like 20 years, you know what I mean? I
Wow.
thought he was 60 when he worked for my dad.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. It's kind of funny to think about.
I found this old clip of I don't know how I found it. It was of you. You were like singing to your dad or something. I just wanted to play it real quick.
I was
Some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage? Sausages,
Did you
It's
come home
crazy,
and
dude.
immediately download that? Is that what you did? Is that you?
No, I did it like probably just before we got on. Daddy, would you like some sausage?
You're hilarious.
What a great movie that was.
Anyway, how's your week been? What's your week been like?
Pretty good, pretty good. I don't know what I did. I ran 4 miles every day except for today because
4? We're up to 4? Let's have a
Yeah,
weight check-in.
it's
What are
usually
we at?
I have 2 days ago I was at 270, so I've lost 10 pounds in like 2 months. I
I gotta
ate
say.
real shitty the last 2 weeks, but I've been
Oh
running
yeah.
every day.
So
Um,
I've been working out too, and I am so hungry all the time. I can feel myself getting stronger, like in the things that I do. I'm so much stronger, but I'm so hungry. I eat all the time.
yeah, so the it's my Apple Watch and the treadmill aren't quite lined up right, because my Apple Watch is like, "Well,
Oh
you need
no.
to go run a mile outside so we can calibrate before you do an inside run." And I'm like, "Not doing that. It's cold out. I'm not running out in the cold." Um, so
Ooh,
it's usually
it's been
off
kind of
about half
nice.
a mile. What's that?
It's been kind of nice out for like off and on for the past like 6, 7 days.
Kind of, kind of.
You could have went outside and sucked it up and ran a mile.
I really don't like running outside. Treadmill's fine. Hiking, I'll go hiking and shit. I just don't want to run outside.
Really? That's so weird. I'd rather run outside than on a treadmill.
Nah. When it comes to a bike, I'd rather take my bicycle out on the bike path and ride than ride on a stationary bike.
Oh, I completely agree with you on that.
But so I've been doing that, eating real crappy, and then that's really about it. Trying to think what really there's like nothing exciting this week at all.
I
Well, we
know.
went
Yeah.
I guess last Saturday I went skiing with my cousins. That was a good time.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask
Uh
you about that.
yeah. The my one cousin, he's 18, he's a senior in high school. He can wakeboard. He's good at wakeboarding. I mean, he can do the
Yeah.
180. He can go pretty much wake to wake. And I was like, all right, dude, this should be kind of a easy transition. He just couldn't quite get it. He kept leaning too far back on this tail. And I know where
Yeah.
that comes from because he's still
Yeah.
thinking of that wakeboard. It's like, nah, dude, we're going downhill. Gravity's working you, not the boat.
Do you remember when we worked there and we were doing lessons and I had the surfer chick from California?
Yeah.
You by chance remember that at all?
I remember you teaching somebody who's surfed.
Yeah. So I could not break her of steering with her back foot because that's
Yeah.
how you surf is with your back foot. And she just would not, no matter what I did, I was trying to get her to shift her weight. And she was so used to steering with her back foot that that's how she just kept going. Man, we couldn't even I couldn't even get her off the bunny hill. And
That's the worst.
she was older. There we go on our age thing again. I remember she was older than us, but no, she was probably about the same age as us.
I couldn't tell
But yeah,
you,
she
I
just
don't remember much about her other than the surfing part.
Yeah. Yeah. But I could not get her to just comprehend that snowboarding is the middle of your body and not the back of your body.
Yeah, dude, I see a lot of people just ruddering with that back foot a lot, and
Yeah.
you can snowboard while ruddering. It's not fun.
You
It's not
can't. Yeah.
comfortable. You're gonna wear yourself out.
Yeah.
But like on the wakeboard, you 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 do the same thing pretty much. It's shifting your weight from your heel to toe. So you are doing that. That's similar. I'm like, that's all you're doing, dude. You're just gonna shift your weight heel to toe, heel to toe. But he just kept leaning back and just I think he's just overthinking it. And then my other cousin, she got it down pretty well. I mean, we went down the face, great. And then my older cousin, he's like 50 something. He skied and his skis is his he did the splits, got stuck, wanted me
Oh,
to help him. I said,
yeah.
"Hold on, let me get my camera out." And so that was a good time. I got the the you get stuck?
Did I get stuck on what?
I heard somebody
No,
come down.
I know. I muted the button. Could you hear him? I muted the button.
I did. I think you were
Oh.
just a little too late on it. But yeah, dude,
Oh,
it was a
okay.
good time. It was it was fun. I think probably a good 5 hours up there. I'm going up tomorrow. Buddy wanted to go up and I was like, all right, I got 2 passes to waste before the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
So
That's nice, man. Was
it is.
how well was it? How much snow was there?
Uh it was dude, it was actually way better. Like everything was open, all the trails were open. It really wasn't that bad except for there was one run. It was basically ice, and I was like, "That's don't need to go over there."
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, it was way better than I thought it was gonna be. It was probably upper 30s, so good hoodie weather. You know, you're moving
What
around
a
a lot.
what a
Weather. I
what
know.
a I know. So we were
Yeah.
driving. I had to go to Toledo for gymnastics on Saturday, and we're driving up 75, and the sign for Bell Fountain shows up, and I'm like, we could just go over there. Uh,
Yeah. You watch the Olympics, dude. I mean, that's basically gymnastics they're doing on boards and skis.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the same thing.
It is. Twists,
So,
turns, flips.
uh,
But yeah, dude,
now
did you
I could
see
get.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I could get back on my youth sports rant and how judging for gymnastics, the scoring system for gymnastics makes no sense at all.
That tracks.
Because my daughter can score extremely high at one event, do the exact same routine at the next event, and it's extremely like it's so biased on judge to judge. Like if they like that team, if they like this team, it's
Dude, so that was the
it's
question in the
it's rough.
Olympics is because you have Kalshi and stuff, the betting stuff where you can bet on anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question there was, well, obviously in like the races and stuff, you know, kind of hard to mess with those. But say you're doing like the what's it called? Say you're doing the freestyle skiing. Well,
Okay.
that's judges. What if those judges betted on Kalshi or something anonymously and they mess with the scores?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you see Louis Vito was riding for Italy?
Yeah. So was he riding for Italy? Because I saw him in Italy gear, but I didn't know if
Yeah,
that's what he was doing.
yep, he was riding for Italy, which I thought was weird. And he didn't even place in the finals. So
Well, he was the oldest snowboarder there.
yeah.
He's
Anyways,
older.
I
Is he?
still
I think he's how old? He's 38, something like that.
I don't remember. I talked to him one time. I don't know.
Oh, you
Maybe
did?
twice.
I never actually met him.
We rode on a chairlift
So
with him.
Louis Vito is from where Mango and I used to teach. He's from Bellefontaine, Ohio. He grew up there. I never saw him on the mountain. I know there was a couple of times when we were working, maybe the same day or the day before that they were going to do that product toss thing that he always did, that big festival or whatever.
We before he was even we rode the lift with him.
Who did?
Me and you. This was before he became popular. Before he like
I don't remember riding the lift with him.
okay. He would have been how old would he have been? He would have been
Well, he's 37
14?
now.
Oh, he's
Maybe. Yeah.
okay.
So he's what?
He'd be
That makes
my
him the
age.
same age as you. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they
So
didn't
he
start
would have
doing
been.
the Louis Vito until was it 2012? I think
Dude,
he
I
went to the
so
Olympics.
don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. When Olympic stuff, but no, I don't ever remember. I don't ever remember meeting him. If we did, I don't remember it.
I mean, it was
Was I drinking?
maybe. It's probably a good yeah, probably. Anyways, let's move on to some of these topics before we get too far ahead. I want to start with this funk music. And you have no idea. You listen to it all the time, and I know you do.
Okay,
You
spell
wanna
it
know
again.
Phonk.
Phonk. Okay.
Funk.
Tell me what I'm listening to that I don't know that I'm listening to.
Well, it's short form music, typically on like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I know you listen to it. And let me give you an example here. Maybe this will spell it out a little bit. And we are using a new platform, so this might take a
Hopefully it
second.
works. Just
Hopefully it
everybody
works.
hang on. There you go.
And share. Do you see it?
You spent all my bucks. You better get a hot spot.
I'll get a pop.
Playing that.
What are they doing over there? I don't know. They just keep.
There's a whole lot going on.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, but I
Okay,
don't know what it
cool.
was.
All right. So just watch and listen to this, and let me turn this on, and this will kind of give you idea of what this is.
Random
Okay.
words, then this noise goes off like. Oh, I've heard of this before. It's called Phonk. Phonk? That's a real word? Phonk? Yeah. Apparently it's music from like 80 years ago in 2023 that people used in short form videos. They called that music. I mean, yeah, it goes insanely hard. That's not music. That's noise. Well, according to this, it was played because creators wanted people to not just hear their words, but feel their words. Feel their words. I think I get it. So just say some random nonsense and we'll do one. Okay. I don't believe in human rights. You know, I think I get it. I get it.
That's funk, dude.
What? so it's just it. So there's no words. It's just music.
No, but they want you to feel their words. Don't you get it, dude?
I saw your video. I just don't understand. I thought it was going to be like when you said it was like short songs that they used on TikTok videos or something. It was like the catchy part of the song that they backed the video with. You know how everybody does that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, dude,
yeah.
you
I
just
thought
say
that's
some
what it
nonsense.
was.
Human rights don't exist.
I,
Dude, funk
I think I'm
music.
gonna pass on trying to listen to that. If I do it while I'm listening or while I'm on TikTok, I guess I don't really have a choice. But
I
I
was
don't
gonna
think
say
I
you
listen
listen
to
to it all the
funk
time.
music. Funk. Do you have to say it like that?
Funk.
Like you're gonna say phone, but say fuck at the end?
You mean
Funk?
foon? Foon?
Foonuk.
I need you to pick up the foon.
Foonuk.
Foon. That's Canadian,
Foon.
dude.
Oh, that's how they say it up in Canada.
So yeah. So your kids listen to that all the time.
That's disappointing.
Actually, you listen to it all the time.
I can't believe. Does everything get a genre now? Like, does anything that you do, you should get a genre of
I don't know.
the like situation that you're in?
Maybe. I don't know. Aren't you part of like the left hand genre?
I'm the leader of the. I played it. I used to play in a left-handed only's golf tournament.
Oh yeah. What about that one tournament you played in? It was a left-handed pocket pool.
You were there. Remember you
Yeah.
were an alternate.
Anyways, you don't know what
You
to say. That was a good one.
you were an alternate. It wasn't. Oh, I'm so glad we got the clap.
That's right.
You want me to use a hammer?
I was gonna play something. I don't remember what it was. Nah. So yep, your kids' brains are being ruined.
Yeah, it's not even music. It's sound bits. Does it give a time frame of how long it is? Like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and that's it.
30 seconds, maybe.
So it doesn't even count as music.
So there's another thing too. So when these guys or girls make this music,
Yeah.
sometimes they'll take old music too, right? And kind of just speed it up, add in some more beats or whatever. So they'll put that out. And then they'll put the same song back out again, but speed it up. And then they'll take that same original one and then they'll just slow it down and put that out. And then they'll take the exact same song again and do a super, super slow one.
Yes.
They get paid for all of those tracks.
Seriously?
They make millions off of one song by speeding it up, slowing it down, and slowing it down even further.
It's amazing what you can make money on, I guess.
Cool. Let's try to make one right now. Give me a beat. Give me a beat. Do it. Do it. Do
it. I thought we were gonna break into the do you remember the first internet GIF?
No.
It was the dancing baby that danced
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna break into that for a second. We were kind of starting to hit the rhythm of it.
My bad. You want to try one?
Fight this feeling. What?
Boom, 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 boom.
You caught me off guard. I was gonna jump in, but you caught me off guard.
You want to try it again? Here, let's try it again.
No. We're done. I don't unless we're gonna get paid. Unless we're gonna get paid for this. No, I think this is stupid. I think it should go away. Isn't it just using sound clips for your video?
Dude, you know what's going to happen? 20 years from now, somebody's going to find this episode, pull
and
that clip.
Use that. Man, you remember when Hey Dad did that real cool beat?
Oh, check it out.
What's in Joel's butt? What's in Joel's butt?
I could have been a professional beatboxer, everyone.
Could have been.
I thought I was stuck on that voice for a minute.
I
was like, shit.
I think you should do the rest of the episode in that voice. No, don't.
Yeah. So new genre of music. Go check it out. Actually, you probably already have because everybody's got TikTok or Instagram or Facebook because it's reels.
It's stupid and it makes no sense. Everybody's got a.
Joel.
Everybody has to have a genre and be in its place, and I find it very annoying.
Well, sorry, you're not the king of the world.
I am. It's my world, and you're just living in it.
You are the oldest person in the world, so there's
Yeah.
that.
And you
And
can't prove that I'm not.
Well, you would be rich if you were, so you are the ultimate fail at life.
Or I just hide it really well.
Oh man, I was about to talk about something like not morbid, but it made me laugh. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't know why. I
Shoot.
said failed, and then I thought of the story that somebody was telling me. And I don't remember who was telling me. I don't remember what it was about. And it was something about
It's gonna be a great
some
story.
dude tried to kill himself 8 times.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
terrible.
this is the ultimate fail too.
Like you, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? It goes both ways, right? Is it?
I don't know.
Did he fail 8 times to kill himself, or did he actually not want to kill himself and just didn't follow through with it? So he was either successful 8 times and pissed a lot of people off, or he was an absolute failure 8 times and then
Wait.
just went, I guess I'll stay alive.
How did he piss people off?
Well, because if you try to kill yourself, you're upsetting people, right?
Oh, so you're saying if you kill yourself, you're trying to piss people off. I don't think you're trying to piss people off by killing yourself.
No. I didn't say you were trying to piss people off. It does piss people off. There's no trying about it. When you
Okay.
kill yourself, you
Yeah,
piss
yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
off. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go with fail. I'm going with fail.
So you're a glass half empty kind of guy.
Sure, yeah. Are you a glass half full kind of guy?
Yeah,
You're like, well,
I'm a glass half. Yeah. I
if you're a
guess
cat, you got one more try.
yeah. Or I think he successfully accomplished what he was trying, and that was not killing you. He proved he could not kill himself. Yeah, the grass is always greener, buddy.
Maybe. I guess I don't even remember what it was about. Who was telling me this? I remember nothing about it other than he tried 8 times and
then you tied it into the ultimate failure, which maybe I
did that.
What if he hears this? I guess 9th tries on the horizon, isn't it?
Hmm? No, I think he speaks out on that stuff now. I think that's what I was
Oh, yeah.
told. See, I don't even know. Anyways, moving on. Moving
That's great.
on to
It's a great story.
I don't even shouldn't even brought it up. It was stupid. Moving on to my problems.
Let's
So
hear
I'm
Mango. Let's sit down.
I don't like your NPR
This is
fucking
a
whispering
safe-
voice.
This is a safe corner, Mango.
Joel, let me hear your professional radio voice. Let's do our radio voices.
Um,
You
in my head, I just went through a bunch of stuff. Went, hey, what do I do? Like, which radio announcer do I do? Do I do the real loud echoing guy? Hey, guys, welcome to
no,
the
just you're on the radio. You're just talking. You're don't try to
I think my radio voice and my podcast voice are the exact same.
don't be trying to do this.
That's the one I wanted. Yeah. Come next Tuesday. Oh yeah, Tuesday. I gotta pull the mic away. I gotta learn these mic tricks on how to use it. Tuesday.
I don't know. I can't do it either. Anyways, no, that's not what I was going for. But yeah, sure.
Therapy session. Let's hear what your problems are. Mango, what's your problem?
No, I want to do my radio voice now.
I don't have a radio voice.
I want to do my radio voice
Okay,
now.
let's hear your radio
All
voice.
right, let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Coming up next is Mango's problems. Yeah, we're going to hear about Mango and his problems. He's got so many problems, we don't know what we're going to do with them. Mango, welcome, and let's hear your problems. Let's see if we can solve your problems.
Okay, well, you sounded like Donald Trump is a
Joel,
disc
give it to
jockey.
me now. Give it to me now. Tell me the truth, Joel.
Sound like Donald Trump disc jockey, where you repeat the same thing over and over
Nice.
and just again, and we're gonna, we're gonna stick to our point. Really great point. We're gonna sit right here. We're gonna talk about your problems, the problems that you have, Mingo. We're gonna play with those problems. I'll bet those problems are real big problems that are great problems. They're real good problems, Mingo. But we're gonna talk about your problems.
Great. Anyways, that was my
What's
radio
your
voice.
topic?
So I got to fly out in about 2 weeks, and I'm
Stop.
going to.
You don't have to fly out. You are flying out because you're going on a trip.
No, I already paid for it, so I have to fly out.
You don't have to, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Anyways, heading out to Colorado, and for like the last month, I'm like, man, I don't know why I'm kind of freaking myself out about flying. I've flown many of times,
Sure.
and in small planes and airliners, all kinds of planes. Never really like you get like the kind of normal like for me, it's like, all right, you get like a little nervousness because I don't know the pilot, I don't know the co-pilot, I don't know if they're having a bad day, I don't know if it's their first day, I don't know if it's first day as being a captain, I don't know any of that. I'm just kind of hoping that they're good at their job, and that's it. So there's that. And then if I'm in a small plane, I usually know who's flying, usually a family member, a buddy, and that's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. But the airliners, I'm like, I hope they did their pre-trip correctly. I hope they did everything they're supposed to do. I know people get complacent in their jobs. But anyways, I've been more freaked out a little bit more maybe, and I'm just freaking myself out. And then I was like thinking about it the last week, and I was like, why am I freaking myself out so much about this? Then I'm like, oh, probably because I want to see my daughter grow up. Like, that's why.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm freaking myself out. I want to be around a little bit longer.
Yeah. Which is it's a great thing to be conscious of, but it's also completely stupid because, statistically, you're going to be okay, right?
Yeah, it's safer than driving.
Yeah. Well, it's only safer from driving because there's less planes in the air. I don't know how that statistic works, though, if you think about it, right? You
Per
can't
capita?
statistically be safer than driving because there's not the same amount of both things, right?
Isn't it safer than being on a train?
It's only safer because of the amount of planes that there are compared to the accidents, compared to the amount of cars that there are compared to the accidents.
Dude, let me tell you this too. Also, it doesn't help that like every other day I'm hearing about shit
but
happening in the planes.
That's because you're like hyper fixated on it. You're
I
like,
know, right?
you're like, I need to check and see if there's a plane crash today.
Like the most recent one was like Delta had like one of the engines on fire, and like one of the guys from air traffic control was like, "Hey, you guys all right up there? It looks like there's some smoke." And they're like, "Yeah, we're turning around. There's one of our engines on fire."
Yeah,
that's exactly what I want to hear before I leave in a couple weeks.
So you're just like, yeah, you're hyper fixated on it. No, I totally get your fear, and even if it's not a fear, your cautiousness of, oh man, I gotta fly, and now what happens? It's like those couples that when they travel to like when they're going on vacation, one of them flies and one of them drives.
I'd never heard of such a thing.
Really?
Yeah,
You've
dude,
never
that's
heard
not
of it? Yeah, so there's like some people that'll like the mom and the daughter will fly and the son and the dad will drive just in case something happens to one or the other.
Like
Yeah.
they're gonna save the other. Like
No. It's so that the whole family doesn't die.
oh, that's weird. I don't. Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard of
It's like
families being like, well, if a plane crashes, I'd want my kids to be with me because I don't want them to grow up without me. I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
that's morbid as shit right there.
But yours is like kind of
Yeah.
morbid too. Like, well, we're
No,
gonna go our
that's
separate
not
ways,
my that's not
so some
my
of us
thought
live.
process. That's like actual people. Like when you start talking to people, they're like, "Oh yeah, like me, Mike's driving down and I'm flying down, just in case something happens." And you're like, "Jesus Christ, you crazy people! Like, why are you?"
Like, do you
But
think that?
good.
Do you think that like, so your example were like, oh, the mom and daughter fly, and the dad and son are driving, and then you think like the dad and son are in the car being like, and we're gonna be the ones that live. When
I mean,
of course I say the dad and son because they would crack that joke.
yeah, right.
That
They
we're
would
gonna be the
crack
ones
that
that
joke.
live.
Yeah. Like no, I mean, it's funny that your thought process goes to the fear of it now because how many times have we flown together? We've flown together at least 10 times.
Three times, yeah.
No. We
What?
went to what, Vegas
I guess I've been there 4 or 5 times to
4 or
Vegas.
5 times, yeah. We went to Vegas a few times together.
That's
Didn't
it.
didn't you go to Chicago with me once?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
Nope.
Isn't it great how we remember things?
Yeah. No.
But you've flown more than enough that I mean, the likelihood of something happening, you're gonna be perfectly fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
having a
I'm
kid
gonna drink before I get on the plane, so there's that.
having a kid changes that.
I'm gonna go get like 5 drinks and
5.
5. Five's a good number. Maybe like 3 beers and a shot. So maybe 4.
I like it.
Yeah. Remember when we used to be able to just drink on the plane?
You still can drink on the plane, you just gotta do it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Remember when we
did.
didn't have to hide it? Remember when that one chick was like, we had like all those bottles on the
The little
table,
yeah.
and she came back and she was like, "You guys want a couple extra sodas?" And we're like, "Yes, please."
Like, yes, please.
She knew what was up.
Yeah. I mean, some
That was
airlines are still like that, like, you could the ones that aren't pushing the pay all the time for everything, but
yeah.
that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about your fear of leaving. Do you feel? How do you feel leaving your kid?
That's fine.
Right, because which is funny that you kind of say that your thought process is you want to see your kid grow up on your flight, but like her and Trisha go to horse shows for like 2 weeks at a time. So like
Yeah.
you're not thinking about any of that.
No,
What
no,
the
I
heck?
100% do. I'm like, I think
Oh, do
about
you?
like, dude, I think about everything. I am at
Yeah.
work, and all I have to do at work is think about the most random,
Oh,
stupidest shit.
right.
So I'm like
Yeah.
thinking of like a semi hitting them, or I'm thinking of like somebody pulling out in front of them, or all kinds of shit. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
stuff all the time.
I think that's the morbid thing about being a
I'm not like
parent.
thinking about it all the time where I'm like
No. I get. Yeah. Where
crippled,
you
but
just.
it goes through my mind.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I do. I do the same thing. Like like if I have to run an errand and I leave a kid at home, I'm like, don't eat anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't.
Yeah. It's like don't do anything at all. Because I don't. Number one, I don't want to get blamed for it.
I don't want to be on your watch. I was the last one to see him, and they
Yeah.
did this
It
thing.
was totally my fault. Yeah. I don't want to do that. But I
I
also
did
don't.
that.
I also don't want anything to happen to them.
Yeah, there was that. Let's see, when Molly started eating like solid foods, like real food.
Yeah.
I remember like the first morning, it was just me and her hanging out, and I was like making breakfast. I was like, oh yeah, I got to make her something. And then I was
Right.
like, huh, Trisha's not here. What if something happens? That's
Yeah.
on my watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't let this happen on my watch.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to come to the hospital now.
What happened? Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's kind of funny how your brain changes into that mode when you have a kid.
Yeah. I
'Cause
remember,
how I mean, like you said, how many times did we fly and your thought process was ever even worried about it? You just
I
got on the
mean,
plane and went, whatever.
there is always that like little worriedness.
Yeah.
I personally get it, but it's like once I'm on the plane and once we're like close to altitude, I'm fine. I'm chilled out. And I mean,
Yeah,
I've
right.
been
Because if the engine catches on fire at that height, there's nothing you can do.
that's true. Actually, there's nothing I can do at any time.
There's not.
At any time. So, but like I've been through turbulence. I've been through like storms and stuff where it's like you're getting rocked, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, and like, oh, actually, we're going through Texas right now. We're actually going to go out toward the ocean because there's a hurricane, and we're going to go around that. Like, all right,
Yeah.
that's exactly also where I want to
Yeah.
be, is in the middle of the ocean during a storm, getting rocked. Like,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
Yeah. It's
But
kinda
being a
it's
little
kinda
buzzed,
wicked.
that helps.
Well, I mean, that helps with every day, you know what I mean? Like getting through those. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with. I think I'm calming down more and more as it approaches. But
Yeah. Well, like you said, it's the first initial thought about it and then the stew on it, and then halfway through it, you're like, yeah. I the
and then you're like
hardest
you said, hyper focusing. So like I was
Yeah.
watching a
Yeah,
movie
you're gonna
while I was
screw
running,
your
and there was
you're
a
gonna
plane crash in there.
Hey, you
And
know
I was
what
like,
you should do?
what?
When are you guys leaving? What day?
The 12th.
You on the 11th, you should watch Final Destination.
No, dude, there's that show there's a show, and I don't know what it's called, but it's all about plane crashes and how to survive them. And it tells like real stories,
air disasters.
air disasters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just freaked myself out.
I mean, if it
Just
wasn't airplanes, it would be something else. You know what I mean? But like you said, like working, like we both work by ourselves. Like you get to go into places and kind of talk to people, but like all
yeah.
you have to do all day is think, and your mind can fuck with you like nobody's business.
Yeah, dude. I think about the
Yeah.
most stupidest random shit,
Oh,
morbid
yeah.
shit, uh, stupid
Yeah.
jokes that I
I
just
do
can't say
too.
out loud.
Me too. Yeah, man,
So
I
yeah,
get it.
that's super fun.
I don't know if it's fun, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I I don't think you're alone in this. I think there's a lot of people that have this view of like if I'm going somewhere. Like I remember um I went on a golf trip. I think I had mentioned this. I think I've mentioned this before, maybe in an episode or so. But like I went on a golf trip. I came home. Wesley was maybe a year and a half old, and they were dropping me off when I came out into the and Sarah and Wesley, she was holding Wesley, and they came out into the driveway, and I went to grab him, and I had been gone for 5 days, and I went to grab him, and he didn't recognize me for a minute, and he kind of like shook back, and then I don't know what happened. He finally kind of realized who I was, and that feeling of going away
Right.
and my kid not knowing who I like. Yeah, I mean it instantly broke my heart, but then I kind of got over it because I was like, oh, he'll never remember that, yada yada yada.
Right.
But yeah, man, that
See,
it sucks.
that doesn't bother
Yeah,
me because, like,
it's like the worst feeling in the world.
I mean, I guess from like the last 6 months, because Molly's always with Trisha pretty much, except for I have her on Saturday mornings,
Right.
or if Trisha has to leave to
Yeah, because
go see a client or
you're
something during the
irrelevant until
weekday.
they're 3.
But that's what I mean. Like,
No, it doesn't matter. You're completely even if she didn't work with horses and have clients, or even if she was at home, that you're the dad and you're completely irrelevant until she's like 3.
no, dude, it's kind of cool now. Like, Trisha's holding her, and she's like, "No, I want over there toward him," even though it's only for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then she wants back over to mom,
Yeah.
but like those 10 seconds, those are mine. And so
Yeah.
there's like that, or like every time I walk through the door when I get home from work or anything, it's like the biggest smile. Like,
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
dad's here. This
Oh,
is
dad.
cool.
So just because dads are the fun dads, like, and moms hate it. Dads are the fun parents, and
Oh yeah.
it's horrible. So the other day we were sitting doing something, and you know how women ask the dumbest questions? They
Mm,
come up with the
I didn't
stupid
say that.
scenarios. Let me
I
give
didn't
you
say
an example. Yeah, no,
women
I
are
did.
great.
Yeah. But you know how their minds work. You know how their minds work.
I have no
And
idea.
Sarah
Their
did
minds
the
work.
wonderful. Listen, Sarah did the wonderful. If me and your dad got divorced, who would you live with? And I looked at all the kids and I went, don't answer that. Do not answer that. Like,
Just
come on.
you're gonna
Because
hurt
I
your
know the
mom's
answer to
feelings.
it, but yeah, you're going to, this is
That's
how
what you
this is,
should have said. Don't
this is
answer.
not,
You're gonna hurt
this
her
is not,
feelings.
this is not going to go well for anybody in this house, right? This is a horrible idea. I looked
Like,
at her
isn't
and I
that
said, don't ask it. Don't.
now?
Isn't it what?
If they like, the funny thing is, like, probably would have hurt her feelings, right? Now,
Oh,
if
yeah.
if
Oh,
if they
because
would have
Wesley said
said,
he would live with dad. Wesley answered it.
now if they would
Yeah,
have said, "We're gonna live with mom," you would have been like, "All right, oh, you guys suck."
right. No, dads
But
don't get,
your
yeah.
feelings wouldn't have been hurt.
No,
You
because
wouldn't have been like,
in the most
"This is the worst."
in the most not that I don't care way, it's like, cool. You guys can come
Yeah,
over anytime you
right.
want,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Like, no, like, it's definitely, you can't answer it to moms because it doesn't, it works no way well when
Yeah.
you answer that question.
Because for us, it's a win-win either way.
100%.
It just is. And
Yeah.
they don't get that.
They don't get it at all. Like, we don't, like, it's not, and if they say they're going to live with you, it's not like they love us any less. It's just say they want to live with you. And
Yeah.
you're still gonna see your kids. Like, yeah.
And it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. But as soon as you tell them I'm going to live with dad, well, she hasn't dropped it. Every time we do something, she goes, oh, Wesley, you're just going to go live with your dad then, aren't you? Dude, you
You
shouldn't
brought this
answer
on
that damn.
yourself.
Yeah, you shouldn't have answered that question. This is the stupidest choice you ever made in your life.
You it's
Yeah.
Isn't it like it's just like you know they do that. It's you start dating or something, it's like, let's talk about one of your exes. You don't want to talk about one of my exes. You're not gonna like you don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, right?
You just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna make yourself feel bad for no reason.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
fine. This is not gonna go well for you. Even if it's the best conversation you've ever had, it's still not gonna go well for you.
You'd be like, that went actually pretty well.
Yeah.
But they feel like shit.
And then the next morning, they're going to make that one little comment. And you're going to go, motherfucker, yeah, see, it didn't go well for you. It just didn't go.
You wanted to talk about great white buffaloes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Chris had that problem.
Oh, yeah.
Great white buffalo.
That's hilarious.
I feel like if none of you know what we're talking about, great white buffalo, just go to Google and type in great white buffalo and what it means.
I don't think I don't think you should direct people to Google things on go Google things on the internet.
Why? You still looking at
Well,
Mr.
because
Hands?
inappropriate things pop up.
Are you still watching Mr. Hands videos?
I didn't even watch it. I just skipped over it.
Oh man.
But yeah. Anyway, I think your
Okay,
not manifest your thought process of you're not the only one.
dude, let me talk about manifesting
everybody-
for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I
Let's
was
manifest.
supposed to work was it last Saturday? No, Saturday before. And I was like all pumped. I was like, all right, been doing a lot of extra stuff anyways. Why not go on Saturday? And then I was like, kind of sucks working on Saturday. Kind of really don't want to. Saturday got canceled. I keep manifesting stuff, dude.
So manifested you not having to work.
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
think the last 3 shows we've done, I've manifested something that we've talked about before. I don't remember what the other 2 were. Remember? Because you were like, dude, we just talked about that and you manifested. Like, yeah, I know.
I did, yeah. Listener, go back and check us and find out what it was. I will send the person who comments of what he manifested. Will send you a T-shirt. Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Do you see my hat?
We should
I got swag. We got swag.
we should post some of those. We got some hats. We got some hoodies.
I will post some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
Post
fact, I've
this
had a
up,
few
check it
comments.
out.
People say, "Hey, Dad," and then they're like, "What is that?" And I go, "There you go. It's a
my show.
podcast.
It's my show.
show."
We've got guests on. We've got guests coming up. What's up?
Oh, we do.
We do have guests coming up. I think we've got. Stay tuned. Either next week. We got a couple guests coming up next month. I think we got some guests coming on next week. Nothing's officially confirmed, but actually, it's on the schedule. Never mind. It's on the schedule.
I was gonna say, I thought we were.
Yeah. I don't know. Should I just say what it is now?
Nah.
Not who, but what?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. We got a band coming on next week. Not next week, 2 weeks from now.
No,
because
it's the 5th, right?
We're a week behind, so how our episodes come out, so it'd be 2 weeks. So we got a band coming on, pretty good. It'll be the first band that comes on the show, so that'll be awesome. We got a couple other guests that we're talking to who will possibly be coming on next month. And yeah, dude, stay tuned for that. It's getting exciting here. This should be a fun year. We're using a new platform. We've got new mics.
We're not
soundboard.
sold on the platform yet.
This is our first time testing out this platform, so we'll see how it goes. But it's a new platform. We got it.
It is a new platform. We'll see how it goes.
So yeah, stay tuned. We got a message the other day from a good friend who we haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Telling us to keep it up and keep going. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Thank you.
Just spouting off dumb stuff about kids. Maybe somebody will listen.
Chris Johansson. I guess I don't know where I got Chris Johansson from.
I
It
don't
feels like
remember.
it's right.
I was trying to think about what we were talking about when he sent the text message, and I
How to
was
Catch
like,
a Predator.
I know what we were. I know what we were talking about. But I was trying to think of the conversation that we were having and why I don't remember, but
I don't know. I remember I told you to look up the Nickelodeon guy that got caught. Oh, and they were in Greenville.
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so we got that going on. And man, is there anything else we need to hit on? Did you see the hockey team?
The hockey
US
game,
hockey team?
yeah, the U.S. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, dude.
So the guy who made the goal to win the gold medal,
Uh-huh.
his mom actually won a gold medal for the U.S. women's hockey team in like 1992 or something.
Yeah, dude, I read that. That's cool shit. It was the kid who had his tooth chipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Did
He's
you
like,
see it? It's a.
go ahead.
He's like, what? Oh, so
That tooth
my
chip,
wife.
he's like, can't fix that. You can't fix that. You are the
one knows.
face now.
Oh yeah, like
Dude,
that's
he's the face.
Yeah, that's like the gold medal face. Like you can't do
Yeah.
anything. No, that's not true. They do. So as soon as it happened, Sarah and I were watching it, and so my wife is an EFTA, and what that is basically it's higher than an assistant, but not a hygienist. So she can do like a lot of things for the doctor. Like the doctor can come in and say, "Hey, this guy needs a filling." She can set the filling. She can do like a lot of things for the doctor. As
What's that? 'Cause she's
soon
effed up.
she's effed up. No, EFTA, EFTA.
Okay, gotcha.
But
Duh.
as soon as he got hit in the mouth, and they showed a close up of his face, she's like, "Oh my god, he needs a root canal. Like it's gonna need immediate." And then she's like, "Do you think their dentist travels with them?" And I'm like, I don't know for the Olympics. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know
No
how
way.
serious that is.
Yeah, just live with a chipped tooth for a while.
Yeah, I mean, you
It'll be
gotta
all
you
right.
kind of gotta tote it around for just a little bit, as long as it's not like um permanent damage, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
So they got to go to the White House and shit, and I saw the women's hockey team like kind of said no because whatever the fuck the president said in the locker room,
Whatever.
talking to him on
I
the
think
phone.
I I I hate. Let's do politics for 1 minute. I hate the world that we live in, to where
I love it.
people let their beliefs outweigh the honor of what it is for what they did and what it represents. Like
Yeah, like you still got invited.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're America's team. You won the gold medal. You did this big honor. You get to go to I am not technically Republican, but I'm sure as hell not Democrat. Okay.
All right, fascist.
Either way, if there was a Democratic president in charge, and I did something to get to meet a president, I would not hesitate at all. I would go.
Oh, dude, same.
It's an honor. Like this guy, we
To go to the
felt,
White House. That's
yeah,
cool shit.
like we felt as a country that this guy was going to be, the majority of the people thought that this person in charge would put us on the right path. It would be an absolute honor.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only problem that I have with it is that, when the WNBA people, they're like, "Oh, we're not going because, so-and-so's in charge." It's like, grow up.
Well, it's because of what he said something. He was on the phone with the hockey team, the men's hockey team, and he was like congratulating them and stuff. And he said something about the women's hockey team. Obviously, probably joking
Sure.
because he's, they're in the locker room talking and stuff with
Right.
the president on the phone. Also, not a surprise. It's President Trump. He's gonna say
Whatever he wants.
something, whatever he wants. But you still got invited.
Yeah.
Like, he still put the invitation out for the women to come, and it's like,
I
whatever.
completely agree.
Now, what do you think about this? The woman who went and competed for China, and China gave her like 14 million. So she's from I think it was California, and she was born and raised here. Her parents, I think, are from China, but she went and competed for China. They paid her 14 million. And she won like a ton of gold. Like she won a lot of events.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on that?
First of all, I'm kind of shocked that China would pay someone $14 million.
Why?
Well, because China's communist and they're not like,
China wants to win in everything.
yeah, but I don't feel like their way of winning is by
Doesn't matter.
buying it.
They gave
Yeah.
her 14 million.
Anyway, yeah. It's kind of crazy, but well, like we were just talking about Louis Vito. I mean, he's American born and went to Italy.
I just assume that he's living in Italy. If you're living there,
Yeah,
sure. If you because Italy, to live there, I think you have to have citizenship. You have to have dual. So you have to pass
sure.
like the test. You have to be able to speak the language.
Yeah.
And put the time in. But for me, her going over there to rep China for 14 million.
Means
I don't know, like
she made a smart decision.
yeah, but at the same time, there comes a point where when do you put country first, right? Like, no, I'm not talking about just her. I mean, like when it comes to companies, when it comes to the people who live here, when it comes to competing for America, like there has to come a point where you put your country first before profit.
Well, I think that's out the window. I don't think the Olympics do not stand for what they used to stand for. That because there was actually a couple of the United States people that were like, what they did, they in so many or so little words said that they didn't want to represent the country publicly,
right,
and it's like okay, well then leave the Olympics. Like,
yeah,
why are you there?
Rep us then.
Yeah, then go turn professional or make your money. And what's the point of the meeting? Like, if you think we're doing so bad and you don't agree with what we're doing, what kind of arrogance do you have that you're okay with representing us in an Olympic sport?
It's like saying, I don't want to rep America, but I will take all the accolades and all the stuff you give me.
Yeah.
So kind of you're just selling out to America then.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you don't want to be rep, you don't want to represent America, but you're okay with taking the stuff that they're giving you, reaping the benefits of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think I don't know where that generation has come up with. I mean, I may not agree with everything, but the older I get, the more I realize how cool of a country we live in. Like, I'm proud to live here just because of the way that we do things. We do get looked up to, in a lot of ways.
Everybody's asking for our help. Every country.
I mean, yeah. So, and I think the problem that the world sees with us is that we're such a huge landmass and we're not broken up into countries. Because, like, if you're from England and you travel more than 3 hours, it's a day trip, right?
Yeah, you're in another country. You'd be in another country in like 20 minutes.
We travel 3 hours a day all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
you travel for 24 hours.
Yeah. And it's like,
you're still going to be in America.
We go state to state, and I think that's why the love affair with traveling abroad is such a love affair because it's you go from country to country and it's this culture and this. I do wish that we went state to state and had our own culture. I wish that we didn't have. I wish that all the McDonald's didn't look the same. Wish that it wasn't. If you needed Walmart here, you could go to Walmart there. Like I wish there was some culture around the country.
There is. I mean,
There
so
is
like,
a little bit. There's a little
say
bit,
where
but
we are. If you go up to Holland, Michigan, which is like, I don't know, 3.5 hours away, it's it's all Dutch. Like the buildings and stuff look cool
yeah,
because a lot of the Dutch settled there.
right.
Or I don't know, if you go up to Minnesota, a lot of Vikings settled there. You'll see a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
definitely like the northern areas kind of stayed their own.
Dude,
Um,
Louisiana,
wow,
they
I
might as
mean,
well be their own country if you ever listen to them talk.
yeah, but I think that, but there's
Actually,
still, the other problem is there's still corporatized things. I think we should have corporate things, but not such an abundance of corporate things. Like make
like if
things
you
area to area would be cool with me. I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I'm just saying it would be neat if we treated our country more like if we kept heritages in areas.
So I listened to there was a guy from Australia. He came over to America and he was just kind of like traveling through America to see what it was like and stuff. That was his kind of vacation.
Yeah,
So he was driving from state to state and he drove. He didn't fly everywhere.
sure.
And he was talking about how it was really cool that he would go from state to state and then cities to cities and be like, it's like each state was a different country because the accents, how they did stuff, the landscapes. And he's like, dude, he's like, you drive all the way across the country. And it's like I hit like, 10 different countries because
Yeah,
of all the differences throughout our country,
yeah.
which we don't notice because we live.
Correct. I think that's what I was trying to get to about the our view on, oh, we should travel abroad. My God, if you took a road trip through this country, you would never want to go to Europe. This country is beautiful,
Yeah,
especially when
we
you
got
get out
cool stuff.
west. It's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Spend a week out there in the mountains. You feel like Superman when you get back.
yeah. But the other problem is like when you go out to those area, you meet the same people. You know what I mean? There's not really a big
Kinda.
change in you get a little bit of a language barrier because they call one thing you know, they call pops soda and that's stupid. And
What about grocery carts? They call them buggies down
where?
south.
Do they
Down
really?
south,
I've never
Alabama.
I've never heard
Yeah,
them
dude.
call it a buggy.
Yeah, dude. Grocery carts,
Well,
buggies. Yeah.
wrong.
What about like so? When I was out west last time, I was out there for Mardi Gras and like Ash Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw people walking around with the uh,
Oh, really?
ash on their forehead, the cross. Yeah, I'd never seen that in real life. Not that I can like think of. Like maybe when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
everybody out there, and it took me a minute because I was like, "What the fuck is on these people's heads?" And then I was
Sure.
like, "Oh, okay, I forgot what was going on. Like
Yeah.
I just never seen it." So
The Kettering, Centerville area is very Catholic.
yeah,
So, I didn't see any this Ash Wednesday because I don't think we went out, but usually, I it's not foreign for me to see it.
yeah,
So I think it's
uh,
just bigger area.
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, it is getting late.
sure
I have got
is.
to wake up early.
I still have a
So
child awake.
go knock him out. Give him a good hit. Just kidding. That's child abuse. Just don't get caught.
Not going to. It's Riley. I'm not gonna do anything.
Did you ever watch the Burt Kreischer show?
I
Hey
did.
Burt.
I did.
He's
And I'm gonna tell you
funny.
what. So I had
What did
mixed
she say?
feelings
I'm
about
LD.
it. I'm LD. I had mixed feelings about it because I thought it was gonna be a sitcom and not a storyline.
Okay.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah. I finished the
So
last episode
so
this
each
week.
each episode followed each episode.
Yeah.
So
There's a story. Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be a sitcom and not a storyline. But
Well, I think there'll be a season 2.
yeah, well, hopefully he does more of a little bit of a different sitcom would be funnier
I don't know.
than
I
doing
liked it
one
because,
whole season, one storyline.
like what
Oh,
you
I
said,
found
he
it
was following
kind
his
of
girl's
annoying.
story, right?
Yeah.
So, you're kind of playing that story out.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
I
know.
feel like you
I
could do
liked
it
it. I thought it
episode
was
to
funny.
episode or maybe a couple episodes, but because I found it drawn out because I feel like most people would handle that situation faster than that. But there were still moments in it where I was like, "Oh my god, this is hilarious." When they're in Atlanta and he sees Pac-Man Jones and he kind of has this flashback of, "Oh, don't change." And he's like bouncing back. And then Pac-Man Jones looks at me and goes, "Man, wait, are you trying to Mrs. Doubtfire us? Like, we see you over there with those white people putting your shirt on. Like, what are you what? At least he was doing it in different parts of the restaurant."
Then he looks over and they got their shirts off.
Yeah.
That's funny. Dude, that whoever plays the his youngest
Isla.
daughter, dude, she's
Yeah.
funny as hell.
Hilarious. They did a great job.
I'm like, I look at Trish, I was like, I hope our daughter grows up that way.
Yeah. So it's 100% Riley, like we already talked about.
Told you.
Definite. Oh, I already knew it was. Even when I saw the previews. I know we're trying to wrap this up. I, as a parent, try to nix the cussing in the house because I feel like I want my kids to be more articulate than cursing, right?
Smart people curse.
No, I don't know if it's smart people. I just want them to use all words that they can think of besides reverting to using foul language. But then I
Shut the
watched
fuck
that.
up, Joel.
You what? What'd you say?
Shut the fuck up, Joel.
Oh, but then as I watched that show and as they talked and they freely let it flow, I went, I guess it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Because they're all like speaking the truth. Because, dude, that little girl speaks the truth the whole
Right.
time. Yeah. No, it's
That's a
pretty
good
funny.
show. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I would go watch it. I definitely would go watch it.
All right. Thanks for sticking around, guys. We got to get off here. You guys can email us at heydadhd@aol.com. You can also find us on Facebook. Just type in Hey Dad, maybe podcast. Just pop right up. You can also find us on TikTok. Joel?
Hey, Dad, 166.
Just 166? I always feel like there's more to it.
I know you
You can-
paused like I was gonna say like a whole bunch of stuff.
I know.
Ask me
You
what
can
X
also
is.
find us. What?
Ask me what X is. Or X is.
Okay. Joel, where can they find us on X?
It's Hey Dad 111137.
Is it
Tried
that
to be
long?
all on it. 111137. Yeah.
Oh, 11. I guess it is that long. I don't
Yeah.
really put effort in that one, Chris. Just whatever the first thing popped up was, that's good enough. Let's make it that.
At least on TikTok, I tried to change the numbers and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, whatever. You can also find us on Instagram.
Hey, _dad 2025.
2025. At least that one makes sense.
Yeah. That's when we
Um,
started.
And you can also leave us a comment on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you hear us at. With that being said, keep an eye out for the following week's episode where we will have a band on. What band? We'll just have to wait and find out.
Oh.
And with that being said, Jewel, let us hear your radio voice. Try it again.
I don't have a radio voice. I'm tired of you keep putting me on the spot for this.
I love it.
That was
Jewel,
my radio voice. It's my radio voice. I have
Your
a
radio
podcast voice. I have a
Good.
hey, coming up on the next hour. That's all I got.
Oh my God. Go back to your NPR. Today on NPR, we have.
No, it's AMS, AMR, AMSR, SMR.
ASMR, SMR.
You want me to clip?
ASMR.
Did somebody just say senor?
And it was Riley. She corrected me. ASMR. You need to say something, Riley. Say it out loud.
ASMR.
There you go.
Yes, you are smart. First, I thought she said something like, yes, senor.
Yeah, I teach my kids Spanish because I want them to be articulate. We already had this conversation.
You guys have a great familia. All right. We will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Deuces.
I don't know what that is. Hey, you know what? Let's try that again. And all right. Goodbye.
I think see ya.
I don't know what it's doing.
What's that? You're gonna have to edit.
All right, that's it. We're wrapping it up. Put the dad jokes back on the shelf. Buckle up. We laughed, we might have rambled a bit, but hey, that's what dads do best. Admit it. Hey, Dad, thanks for hanging around for the bad advice that somehow works out. Life's a mess, but we're doing okay. We'll figure it out. Probably next episode. Hey, don't forget to call. Don't forget to laugh. Drink some water. Stretch some back. Hit subscribe. Yeah, you know the drill. This has been Hate.
Go stretch your back.
Now recording. Beginning.